Good evening, and welcome to Take Charge Tuesday. I am super excited to hang out with you today. It is going to be another beautiful day. Well, I think it already is, right? It's already another beautiful day. So let's just jump right on into it. Hey, how you doing? I hope that you are enjoying this Mondayest Tuesday ever. I am not one of those people. I've heard of, I kind of understand, but I am not one of the people who gets the Sunday scaries. Have you guys heard of this before? It's the moments before like on Sunday where you start to get all weird and like upset about the fact the week is starting and what am I going to do and all that. And what am I going to do this week and how am I going to Okay, I don't usually get the Sunday scaries, but yesterday, because I did something very strange this week for the first time in, oh, I don't know, years. Hey, hi. For the first time in, yeah, honestly, probably years, I took an entire weekend off and I took the holiday off. Like, I did not do work. Like, I responded to emails. So, I mean, who am I kidding? I didn't do that. I did that. But I did not like actively do work, which is very difficult for me to do because I'm like, I love working. It's not even because I'm not a workaholic. I mean, maybe if no, I'm not a workaholic. I was gonna say maybe if by that people mean you love doing work. I'm not addicted to work. I enjoy it a lot. But I managed to take the whole weekend off, which did give me a little bit of some Monday night scaries. I won't call them Sunday scaries because it was Monday. But this morning, woke up and just came head first into this day. And I'm very excited about the day. It's been a beautiful day, and I hope it's been a beautiful day for you. Thank you to everyone who's watching. Actually, I see a few of you who are on right now. I wanted to talk today about like reaching your customers. So this month, probably for the past few months, we spend a little bit of time talking about search engine optimization or e-commerce or any of these number of topics that we talk about. And I feel like y'all maybe don't get it. And I don't mean like you don't understand what I'm saying, but I think that maybe sometimes we don't understand the urgency because I always do try to make sure that I am clear. Hey, y'all, that I am clear about the fact that I don't want any of you getting anxious. Like, I do not want y'all getting a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday scaries because you're like, oh my God, I am not doing the thing. I'm not doing the thing. And so I always try to make sure that everyone understands that there's no, um, that you do your business and grow your business and do your marketing in your own time. If you're not on TikTok yet, you should not be like, oh my God, I'm missing out. I'm not on TikTok. No. If you're not on any number of platforms, like it's not, there is no race. You are not falling behind. And I know that there are other marketers whose shall not be named, and I like their names rhyme with scary, and Scary B, who really make it seem like if you're not doing all the things right now, if you don't jump on the trends, you are missing out. Your next $1,000,000 is sitting there on TikTok waiting for you, and if you're not on TikTok, then you're gonna lose, and blah blah blah. I don't believe in that nonsense. Now, I have grown my business organically over the past 13 years, and I'm fine with it, right? I've learned a lot of really great lessons from doing it the organic way, where I have reliable income without selling a recurring subscription product. Even am not saying that I'm some sort of genius, but what I am saying is this: because of the experience that I have with customers, because of my clients and the people who I consult with and the people who are in my programs. When I say my programs, I mean like all the Google workshops that I do for free, the work that I've done with the SBDC, which is also for free. Like, so I'm not talking about paid programs that you need to subscribe to. I'm just saying like all the experience that I've had over the years has taught me this. None of this is urgent. Your hair should not be on fire. But that said, what I will say is this: search engine optimization is one of those things that is best done now, because the best time to actually have done it was yesterday. And so, even though there is no, like, again, not gonna do that scary bee thing and make it seem like, oh my God, if you don't do this right now, the world is gonna end and you're gonna miss out. No, you can run a perfectly reasonable business and make money and grow without using search engine optimization in any sort of in any way whatsoever. It is completely possible to do that. It is perfectly possible. But easier if you have search engine optimization, probably. And then also easier if you do that search engine optimization sooner than later, even better. Now, Scary Bee and I, we have, those of you who don't know who I'm talking about are probably like, what is they talking about? This person's name. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want anyone coming for me. They do have one thing right, and that it is content. So what you will hear is that content is key, content is key, content is key, and it is. So when you're doing any sort of marketing for your business, one of the best things you can do is content. The best way to go about content, though, is to be strategic and make sure that your content is actually optimizing you to get found, period. So that is what I want you to be thinking about, whether it is content on your own website, whether it is being strategic, like I am now. This that you all see, hey Claudia, I'm like seeing people in the chat. All of this stuff that you're seeing, this is on multiple platforms. There are people who are talking to each other on one platform over here and someone else who's saying hi to me over there, because I am using a software to broadcast this video across multiple platforms. I use my titles and headlines and my descriptions or captions very strategically with keywords and things like that, because this is content. This video that I'm creating is content. It is content right now. It is content for the future. It is content. And so search engine optimization does not have to mean that you have to hire someone to do all sorts of nefarious activities on your website to try to trick Google into serving up your website first on one topic or another. Not necessary at all. But what is useful is to have an idea of what it is your audience is searching for, using that idea of what your audience is searching for as a guiding principle to then help you to customize your content, whether it is the standard pages on your website, blog posts that you're putting out, videos that you're putting out on any number of platforms, but mostly on the platforms that are searchable, like LinkedIn and Pinterest. There's a few others. So mostly on those types of platforms. YouTube, what are you putting out there that is containing the right information, first of all, because it doesn't matter if you have the exact keywords for something, if you're not delivering what people expect to get from that headline or from that subject line. Example. So I'm an avid YouTube watcher. I watch YouTube all the time, every day, multiple hours a day, because I don't watch like regular television. So YouTube is like my regular TV. That being said, we don't just watch TV on YouTube. We also do like knowledge-based searches constantly. Like myself, my fiance, we will be sitting there and like, I wonder what happened to, and then let's just say, for instance, Val Kilmer, because Maverick is like super hot right now. Everybody's totally into this movie. And so like, oh, I wonder what happened to him. Hey, I know there's that documentary. And so then you start looking things up on YouTube. Now, imagine if you're us and you're doing this because you're interested in this movie that you have yet to see, and someone has on their subject line is like 5-minute long video, and the subject is the top 3 things you need to know about Val Kilmer in 2020 and his appearance in the movie Maverick. And so you're like, oh, it's only 5 minutes. It's perfect. Let's watch the video. And you go to watch the video and it gets all the way to 4 minutes and 39 seconds. And you have learned absolutely nothing new, despite the fact that you knew nothing to start with, right? So you got no more information you started with. Nothing in your life has changed, and you get to the end of that video, please give it a thumbs down. I appreciate that. That's what the button's there for. I also appreciate that they're not showing those thumbs down so that we're not like, prejudicing each other. But that person did not do their job. They said they were going to give you 3 things you didn't know, and they gave you 0 things you didn't know. And so what we want to make sure that we're doing is not being that guy who gives you I know how Rick is going to show up in the last part of The Walking Dead. And you're like, oh, I want this kind of spoiler. Let's look at this video. And it does not have that information in there. It's not even conjecture. It's just some nonsense about the show that you're like, this isn't even like conjecture comes from somewhere real. This is coming from like the air. Like, where is this? And so don't be that guy, right? And when I say guy, I mean, because most of the time it's a dude, but don't be that person who is making content that has great keywords, great like thumbnails, great descriptions that looks like it's going to give people the information that they need, and then it doesn't. So you might be going, but Lindsay, I can't even pretend to do that because I don't even know what people want to know about my topic. Like, I can't make a clickbait. That's it. Bait and switch. It's not clickbait and switch. You don't want to do that. Clickbait, I'm okay with. I don't care if you clickbait me to death. Make sure that you deliver on the bait, though. If I'm on the hook, I want to be eating the worm. I do not want to be on the hook going, there wasn't anything there. Like, that is the worst. And you don't want to be that person either, right? So what's the best way? A big search engine optimization tip I'm going to give you about how to reach your customers, because that is the promise of this video. That is what I wanted to talk about today. The big promise here is that it is easy. It is free. You do not have to pay for some very expensive service. There are several services that you can use that are free, easy to use, and will help you get to answers. The first one I feel like is extremely reliable, and you just need to be a little creative when you're using that, and that is Google Trends. So Google Trends is one of my favorite tools that no one uses until I mention it, and then they go, oh, yeah, that's right. I guess I could look on Google Trends, right? So if you are, let's go back to the Val Kilmer example. If you're like, I want to write content about Val Kilmer, then maybe go into Google Trends and type in the name Val Kilmer. And what you're going to get from that search in Google Trends, you're going to get down at the bottom of the page a bunch of related topics. You're going to see which are the breakout topics, which are the things that people really want to know about right now about Val Kilmer, so that you can write a really good article, or you can do a really good video, or whatever kind of content you're going to create around him. You're not just grasping at straws. You're actually going to create something that is useful to people that they will actually want to click on. And then you're going to deliver that content because you're not going to be scamming people on the internet. And so you're going to write a great article. You're going to do a great video. You're going to put the content on your website that is going to be accurate and representative of Val Kilmer's journey, as it is something people are currently interested in. Now, I just used that as a trending topic because Val Kilmer, he is trending right now. But there are other things that you might want to look into writing content about. So there are, I'm looking at the people who are here right now, and you may have a topic like getting better sleep that a lot of your audience is really concerned about, because you serve as a doctor. You're a doctor in nursing, Alex. I see you. And so you have a doctorate in nursing, and you are helping people to add spice to their life. And a lot of people can't have no spice because they ain't got no sleep. And so you may want to look on Google Trends to find out what topics are trending as it relates to sleep, right? So right now, in the summer of 2022, which topics are related as it relates to sleep? You type that into Google Trends and you see what's up. Another thing that you can use, another tool that you can use, is Answer the Public. Answer the Public is one of those awesome tools that a lot of people don't know is like as good as it is, mostly because they're just not asking the right questions. Answer the Public is useful to you if you're asking a good question, like, start out with a baseline question like, smart business owner insomnia, something along those lines, like small business owner insomnia. Is that a thing? Find out if people are asking about insomnia as small business owners. What's happening? What are the topics? What's trending? Figuring that out, right? Or parental insomnia. If that's a thing that people are dealing with sleep and it's a category of people, what are they looking for? What questions do they have? Another really simple and free tool that you can use is just Google itself. Because when you Google a topic, you are going to get a few things, depending on the topic it is that you're Googling. You're going to get images that come up. You're going to get shopping if you're asking about a product. You're going to get articles and whatever the search engine results are, you're going to get all of those things. But then in the middle and at the bottom of the page, you are going to get things that people also searched for. Now, these are key. What is Google doing when they're giving you things that people also searched for? They're trying to be helpful, right? They're saying, oh, if you want to know about parental insomnia, you might also want to know about these other reasons why you're not sleeping, right? And so that might be all these things other reasons why you're not sleeping. Those are things that people who suffer from parental insomnia are trying to figure out. And so if you're writing an article about parental insomnia, those are all the article points right there. Or you might want to choose which of these specific things do I want to write about as it relates to parental insomnia. So the idea is figure out what it is that your audience wants to know. And you know that you serve them. They are your public. Figure out what they want to know and then use the tools like Google Trends, Answer the Public, or just the Google search results page itself as a way for you to figure out what else are people asking for? What keywords are people typing into the internet to find out answers about this topic? And then start creating content from there. Okay. I keep saying, and I started this whole thing with, I don't want you to get scared. I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to feel like you've missed the boat, because you have not missed the boat. Search engine optimization is not dead, not by a long shot, not by the longest shot. It is not dead. It is not going anywhere. It may be transforming in a lot of ways, which is accurate. And this is the reason why I'm not just saying you should write blog posts. There are plenty of other things you can do. But you do need to start with keywords, because it doesn't matter which platform you're on, whether that's LinkedIn or Pinterest or YouTube, whatever platform people are on, Medium, it doesn't matter what platform they're on. What matters is that people need to know what they need you to write to what they're asking, period. That's what search engine optimization is all about. It is optimizing your content for other people's brains, right? So you're the smart one who knows all the things about parental insomnia. Now you need to take that concept that you have in your head and turn it into something that is useful to your audience. And don't just try to cram your terms down their throat. Instead, you're going to go out into the internet and figure out what exactly they're asking for, and then you're going to give them that. Okay? That's it. That's the answer. Now, you can cram your content down their throat after you give them a good headline and make sure that it's tied to the topic that you're writing about. But you don't need to try to do that with the search term or the headline or the description itself, mostly because if you do, they're not going to find you. They're just simply put, they're not going to find you. And so if you want to get found, if you want to have people reading your content, watching your content, viewing it wherever it is, make sure that you're following those guidelines. Figure out what your core topic is and then research it to figure out how your audience is talking about that topic, and then write your subject lines, headlines, and the actual content itself around that. Okay? That was it. I feel like that was quick, but it probably wasn't. I will, actually, I was going to say I'll see you guys next week, but that is not accurate. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a Take Charge Tuesday hiatus. Let's call it summer break. I am doing a lot of partner workshops this summer, and it's going to be awesome. Some of them are going to be in person at this exact time. And so I won't be here with you all for Take Charge Tuesday. So I will, let's say I'll see you in a bit. I won't say when, but we'll be back. I'll see you in a bit. Other than that, have a great summer. Enjoy the weather. If you're here in Northeast Ohio, we don't got so many days of sun, so enjoy every single one of them for as long as possible. And I'll see you guys later. And if you have any, like, oh, Lindsay, I want more information, make sure you are following me on all the platforms, because we are putting out new content on a regular basis, not just the Take Charge Tuesday, but we have other products that we're about to roll out. Things are getting exciting around here. So I'm looking forward to sharing a lot of that with you in the meantime. Otherwise, talk to you later. Have a great summer. Thank you, Melissa. Thanks, everyone. Bye.